Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Nicole Frolick of Inflexible Me, and I'm going to be doing your July energy reading for the Ascension energies. We're going to take a look. I'm going to be using my crystal card oracle deck to find out what's in store for us for July. What sort of lessons are we coming into, and what's in store energetically? So what do we have to look into? What should be brought into our awareness for the month of July? This is going to be a pretty powerful month with the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, and then of course it's all gearing us up for the Lionsgate portal in August. So July is always, I find, a really intense month energetically. A lot of portals here. All right. Can we get some cards for July, please? 20, here we go. Okay. We have rose quartz, forgiveness. Okay. Rose quartz, forgiveness, interesting. You know, with the solar eclipse and it all being about closing out old cycles, forgiveness may be something that is pertinent in your ability to close out the cycle. Maybe something you need to forgive in someone else. It may be something you need to forgive in yourself in order to be able to move forward. Forgiveness can be quite powerful in that sense, especially when it's about closing out cycles. What other energies do we have for, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Howlite, spiritual beginning. Okay, oh, as I'm saying, closing out cycles, it could be opening you up to a whole new cycle spiritually. And then we have, oh, I love it. Sugarlight, the inner child. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna sit with the cards for just a moment and I'll be right back. Okay guys, you cannot make this stuff up. I literally just filmed my solar eclipse video right before doing this, and the messages are almost identical. It's really freaky. So first we have, whoops. Okay, first we have rose quartz, forgiveness. Rose quartz comes in when if there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of resentment around something that needs to be healed. This comes up to present itself to us. So speaking in the solar eclipse, we are closing out cycles that no longer serve us. It is time to move forward into something of deep passion in the heart, something that really is joyful within the heart frequency. And oh gosh, it's so amazing how this has all come out. So rose quartz is telling us that it's very important for us to heal the heart and allow the heart to be opened, allow the heart to expand, and allow the heart to be activated, because you are going through a phase right now in July of increasing the heart frequency. This is why we have this solar eclipse in Cancer. It is the emotional, it is one of the watery signs, so it deals with our emotions. It is also the baby sign. I said in the solar eclipse video that it's important to be very tender and be very nurturing and gentle with yourself through the solar eclipse. The same message is coming through with rose quartz, especially when we have the inner child coming up towards the end, which I'll get into in a bit. So rose quartz is really asking us to pay attention to what needs to be forgiven. It may be someone around you, or it may be a part within yourself that needs to be forgiven, that pertains to something that you can no longer take forward with you on your journey, because we have Howlite coming up, which is spiritual beginning. And Howlite really talks about, this is also a very gentle and peaceful stone. Again, tapping into the energies of the baby sign of Cancer, being the baby of the water signs. This stone is also bringing in a sense of peacefulness and gentleness and calmness for you to make this transition. So this is a major transition happening in July. Howlite, because what it's wanting you to do is it's wanting to make you aware of your divine purpose here. What's really what you're being called to. What is your soul calling you towards right now? Where are you feeling the pull magnetically from the heart center? Where is your heart pulling you towards? What is it pulling you away from? Because what it's pulling you away from is what's not really in your heart center. And it's important to pay attention to that. I wanted to read something here because it's beautiful with Howlite. Let's see here. It is time to reflect on all that you are and your greatest achievements from a balanced and peaceful state of mind and emotion. The time has come to gently cast away the attachments to your past and build the foundation of a new and beautiful direction or journey. Howlite is a doorway stone. She indicates to you today that the door is open. You may pass if you are willing to look forward rather than back and take each step with love. Like, this is in exact alignment with what I talked about in the solar eclipse energy. So the mirroring of energies here for the month of July are astounding, to be quite honest. So you're really being asked about, like, do you want to move forward? Do you really want to finally take the steps and the leaps that you need to in order to fulfill your heart's passion, your heart's dreams, and whatever that is, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in your home, whether it's in your job, whether it's in how you just live your day to day? How do you show up in the world so that it's really in alignment with this spiritual journey that you're on? And then we have Sugilite, and Sugilite is the inner child. Now, Sugilite, oh gosh, this is a very powerfully spiritual stone. This stone presents itself because it's been given to the star children here on this planet to assist them, because it's very hard when you're in this physical, dense reality to be able to utilize and develop your spiritual gifts. And as the star children here, this stone is actually really helpful for that. So if you are someone who is really struggling or finding it very difficult to actively be here present in this physical world when you have such a deep spiritual connection to everything and beyond this realm, and you're not knowing how to actually marry the two together, Sugilite is actually a really good stone for you to have around. Now we talk about the inner child. The inner child is so important here. I love how this has come out, because the inner child knows everything that we need to know about ourselves, and it will give us the direction that we need to take in all of our heart's desires for when it comes to soul purpose and aligning ourselves within that direction. Doing inner child work through the month of July may be called upon right now for you to really understand what your needs are as a child. When you were a child, ask him or her what he or she needed back then. What is missing? Maybe it's safety, maybe it's love, maybe it's some level of abundance. There's a lack mentality here. Some feeling stuck. These are things that you may want to like tap into your inner child and ask, how am I not giving this to you, or what do you need from me, in order for the child to feel all of this? That child self, that spirit, it's always there within you, and it is such a guiding light when you are making headway into your future. I want to read this here for you because, oh gosh, this stone is just so beautiful. It's a spiritual link to the physical, and can also help you answer the questions of, who am I? Why am I here? Okay, these are the big questions that many of us ask. The inner child will give you all of the answers that you need, and the stone will help you work with that. But more importantly, I wanted to, okay. The inner child has made itself present today. The voice of purpose is echoing all around you. The question is, however, will you hear it? The inner child could be described as the unencumbered voice or expression of the spirit that you are. It is a part of you that understands its purpose and reason for living. Its main job is to consistently deliver this to you under the guidance of spirit through the veil of physicality to keep you on your path. Okay, but the physical world is very complex. It's multifaceted. Okay, so there's so much distraction going around. And in order for us to penetrate through the distraction and really get to the core and essence of who we are, the inner child is like your North Star. It's your North Star to your purpose. It's your North Star to your heart's deepest desires. So for the month of July, it looks like it's a lot of heart-based energy, a lot of needing to be gentle with yourself, but also because you are being activated through the heart right now. Your heart is taking a leap in frequency to a higher frequency, which is, to be quite honest, is of no surprise given where we are in this world and what's happening, and needing that love frequency to really like lift us up. That is the 5D energy ultimately at its core. But it's also asking us to, in order to take these quantum leaps forward, we can't do this without the guidance of our inner child and being able to heal the past, let go of the past, so that you can come into the future feeling completely full, all cycles closed, not bringing all that extra heavy baggage with you, because that heart frequency is too high. It can't take that with it. So in order for the heart frequency to completely be activated, it's time to, again, close out all cycles. So if you haven't watched the solar eclipse video, I highly recommend you do, because there's a lot of great information in that one as well. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being a part of this journey. If you need any more information about me, head on over to my website, inflexibleme.com. I have a newsletter that you can sign up for to stay updated. I also have a spiritual podcast that comes out every Thursday in iTunes. Guys, if you need any more information about me, everything is in the description below. I have coaching services, tarot readings, all that great stuff. I love you all. Have a wonderful month of July, and I'll be back with you guys very soon.